so I wouldn't take any of these. I could take Devouring Swarm, but that seems a bit odd since I'm all elemental damage. I guess we could put points into Arcane Will. We'll make up our mind, I guess, in the future. We have a point of devotion to spend. Where is this going to go? Oh no, I have to make a choice. You know, okay, I don't need to spend this point right now, so I will decide that later and off screen. I'd want lightning damage, though, so hold on 1 second. Maybe we can do this now. I want this. I want Tempest, because this is a huge amount of lightning and electrocute damage, which will affect Sky Shard and my Wind Devil. I need purple for that. There is no... Oh, there is Wraith. That would give me 3 purple. I'd gain Spirit, Energy Absorption, Lightning, and Ether, which doesn't help me. And Lightning and Ether. The Lightning will help me in a minor way. The Ether won't help me at all. It would be 4 points in order to access other purples, and I'd need to take more purples anyway. No, I think our best bet is to just go here. And then what will I take if I do this? We can take Owl. Owl would be good. That's what we'll do. Owl will give us Electrocute damage, Frostburn, both of which I think we will benefit from. Will we benefit from? 1 second. Will we benefit from that? Oh. He's reached my 3. That is a really nice change, how the words look and what have you. I really do like that a lot. I'm very impressed with this game. You know, again, what really helps out is that I don't pay attention to what anything that's planned or what have you. I just play the game, and when the patches come out, I get to just see it firsthand without having any pre-made notions as to what to expect. I guess what I'm saying is that I can't possibly be disappointed with anything. Well, no, I guess that's not true. I guess if some things were done that I didn't like, that would probably get me to dislike those things. I know some of the changes to Darkest Dungeon recently have not been to my liking very much. But I still support the developers' decisions to make the games that they wish to play and the rules that they wish to enforce on their games, right? It's their vision. They're spending all the money doing it. All I'm doing is just getting the opportunity to enjoy the game that they've made. I wonder if this game will be moddable.
That skill's not ready.
And if so, I'll be curious to see what types of classes people make. Normally, I'm not big on mods for action RPGs, if only because I tend to play them, or in the past I played them, online with other people. This was especially true for Diablo or Torchlight. I played those online a lot, a lot. Like that's a word. A great deal. But this game, I haven't really been in the mood to play it online. I don't know. I guess it's just relaxing for me to play this on my lonesome. Alright, let's read this note. We entered Stage 2 of our trials today, but the results were not what I had anticipated. We progressed to the point where the corpses can endure for months, possibly years, with minimal, mostly external deterioration. Our ethereal overseer seems satisfied, and he, or it, unexpectedly placed his hand upon one of the corpses and released a spark of ethereal energy. The thing began to move as if it were alive again. It was a ghastly sight. What I found far more troubling, though, is that, well, these corpses are clearly not meant to serve as ethereal hosts. It has become known to me that they prefer living hosts. The sheer number of corpses they are hauling through here suggests a far worse realization. An army. We'll read this a little later. Actually, no, we'll read this now. This will be my last entry, as I have determined to end my life. I cannot bring myself to carry out these abominable experiments any longer. I may have already doomed humanity with my actions. Though I have long felt shunned by my fellows at the Academy, and thought the Ethereals could offer me something greater, I can no longer be a part of this. I fear that if they find my body, they will use me for their experimentations. So I must be discreet. Returning as one of those things would be unbearable. It's weird to only inflict like 710 points of damage. Oh, I'm going to need to take something that increases my cold damage as well. My Wind Devils are not the main source of my damage. They are actually support for me. They're what's going to help keep me alive and do a little bit of damage to harass the enemy. So I think I have a Banshee's Misery in my stash. If we level up again, we'll go back there and take a peek. I think that item's a level 24 book, blue book, and it gives you a massive amount of cold and frostburn damage. See, I keep forgetting to use my Wind Devil,
that skill's not ready.
Which is not good, because it was the whole reason that I wanted to play the Shaman with this character. Ooh, these beds have lots of stains on them. Probably should call the maid. It's fantastic. Look at the fabric. Like, this looks like a real mattress. It's amazing. The amount of the attention to detail they've done is incredible. Ooh. Oh, probably shouldn't be using Nova. Oh, another one of you. Another note. Grobble attacks on the rise. The Office of the Magistrate of Burwich has received increasing reports of Grobble activity in the area. Citizens are advised to secure their homes as Grobbles are known to steal loose scrap and valuables. While encounters with individual Grobbles rarely lead to injury, it is highly advisable that citizens should avoid larger gathering of foul beastkin. Grobble encampments are characterized by heathen totems and piles of stolen property. If you discover the presence of Grobble totems in your area, do not approach them. Report the camp to proper authorities immediately. And what you saw there was me running around because I was actually reading the note instead of paying attention.
That skill's not ready.
So this little aura you see around these guys, as they walk through a table, is caused by the Overseers. They have a aura that increases, I think, the attack speed and the movement speed of friendly ethereals. It might only be their movement speed, which is still very dangerous. So, I've always wondered in the game, if these aren't actually possessed ethereals, then what are they? Are the ethereals just capable of producing... I guess they're just capable of making undead. Or, yeah, I guess raising undead, so I guess that means they're all necromancers, if these are not actual ethereal... Oh, hello! Gethrand and Golrog.
That skill's not ready.
We've read some of Gethrand's notes already. They've changed these guys to say stuff when you kill them, but I have not quite been able to make out what they said. I think he said this is only the beginning, or something of that sort. Lots of armor, but I need that energy regen. This will all just be junk. Purging improvised garbage. Junk. How we looking? Plenty of room. We'll probably be able to do the Warden without needing to go back. Unless we do the hidden area here. Oh wow, nice. I did a lot of damage to him. So I guess after we're done with the lightning bolt, we'll take a cold ability next. Yeah, where will we go with that? There's always Amatok. So he does lots of increased cold damage, as you can see. Frostburn with Blizzard, which is a really nice ability. I'd probably change Blizzard to be what I currently have on my Wind Devil. And then I'd put the Tsunami on a different skill. Well, I have to. Alright, well, we're almost to him. We might kill him first before we clear out the secret area. I'm not sure which order I want to do this in. Something I noticed that's different is that when the melee plague carriers die, they no longer leave a cloud of plague behind them any longer, like these guys. When you kill them, yeah, they're dead. The end. I kind of missed that they would drop things of mist, like the mummies in Diablo 2. love their death gurgles now. That's fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, look at this. So here's someone's small intestines, and here's their large intestines. And this would be the butt right there. I guess this is a heart or a stomach. And here's their insides, all splayed out, showing how it all works together. This is amazing. You can see, oh wow, jars of guts over there too. Holy crap, this is really disturbing. Absolutely wonderful job. The tools, the people, you get the feeling that horrible things were happening to these people before they eventually succumb to death. Yeah, you get them, Wind Devils. Oh, hello. Alright, Wind Devils are deciding for me. We will go and kill the boss right now.
Can't do that yet.
Or maybe I won't, because we could use the experience in the other location. It might level us. Those things still remind me of the Las Plagas from Resident Evil 4. If you killed a person in Resident Evil 4, there were lots of people to kill that was infested with the Las Plagas, which was the Illuminati. Come on, game. Well, anyway, what does the Las Plagas stand for? The plague in Spanish, isn't that what it is? Anyway. If you destroyed someone who was infested with a headshot, there was a chance that it would, instead of destroying the person utterly, it would simply... My Wind Devils. It would instead... The head would split open, like it would fall apart, and what would happen is this giant, either like a tentacle would show up with like a blade, I think part of the person's spine held in its... Yeah, only the beginning. This is only the beginning. I think that's what it's saying. 1 second, everyone. Oh, that was good for a different character of mine. Poisoning Chaos? Oh, but solo level. It might be good for him anyway. Do I think I can level again before I fight him? I think I can, actually, if I do that secret area. There were 2 other creatures it could become. The tentacle would do massive damage if it struck you. It could also become like this hideous-looking mouth on a long or on a neck. Imagine like a gulper eel. It would look something like that. And if it got too close to you, it could kill you instantly by just devouring your face. Sorry, what's that you got in your face? It would be the enemy's face. And then there was another one where it looked like Well, it looked like an insect. Like the spine of an insect, or like a giant bed bug body without a head. Like the bottom part of a spider, I guess you could say. Oh, hello. And if that got too close to you, it would also, I think, instantly kill you. But if you shot it at it, which is normally what you did to all the other heads that would pop up, or tentacles or what have you, then it would detach itself and crawl along the ground to reach you. So it made killing enemies very interesting. You weren't sure if you actually wanted to do headshots or not. Realistically, you always want to do headshots because, hey, it was still in your best interest because it still insta-killed many of the enemies. And I'm just realizing that I'm still talking about other games, even though we're playing this one. I remember that I was confused about enemy champions when I first encountered them, because they were easier to kill than some of the champions in Diablo 2 were, but there were more of them. I've always been curious about the little, why it announces you get all this bonus experience points when you kill the champions either, because by far and large, I don't really kill them for the experience, I kill them because of the loot. I don't play the game on Veteran either. Veteran is really punishing. I probably should, just to try out my builds and see if they're self-sufficient.
I can't do that yet.
But I like also making builds which are playful, I think is the word I'm looking for. Not so serious, because I like that sort of thing. Okay, and this will be the secret passage right here. Now there is no shrine in this location, which was actually pretty shocking, all things considered. I had thought there would definitely be a shrine hidden in this area, but we did have one earlier. Oh, nice! We found a chest in this location. So because we found it here, I don't think we can come back and find it in the other earlier location, in the other hidden area like this. Yeah, now we will have to go back to town. Explorer's footpads. So this is even more movement speed. Slow resistance. I like this better. The resistances are nice. Can I actually... Can I take this off and still use all my gear? This has happened way too many times for me not to do this. Yes, I can. Cunning, which doesn't help us. We lose some hit points. We pick up some pierce and cold resistances, and we gain health regen. So there won't be anything else really special in this location, but we're going to map it out anyway because we're here. We could use the experience, and we might gain a level, but it's going to be really close to see if we do. There's a small smattering of other leftovers, ethereals, just outside this area. No, don't fall out of my grasp. I do like that change a lot. Originally, when things fell into the world, they were gone forever, and there was nothing quite so bad as watching a really hard-to-get blue or set item just fall into the void. And now, if it happens, you either can still run over to an empty spot, and your character will just bend over and pick up the item, which is wonderful, or the game will reset the item if it fell, I think, all the way through the world.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, an alpha. Potion for that. Oh, we're so close. I think we might actually do it. It's going to be really close, though. We can definitely use that other experience point when we fight a warden for more points into Sky Shard, though. Sky Shard? Sky Shard. Some more scrap and No, nothing. We've got this little strip right here, which will have a few creatures in it, but I don't think we're gonna make it up a level. So close. Yeah, you go, Wind Devil. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, how close. 230 experience points away. Okay. Do I want to go up a level, kill a handful of things, and level up? That seems like cheating to me. Oh, it's not cheating, but I don't like farming in this game. Oh, okay. I love farming in this game. I'm doing it with all my characters. Oh, yes! All my characters. But I don't want to... I want the characters to level without requiring farming. I'll farm for items, but not for experience. And we did level anyway. This is great.
Can't do that yet.
Okay, so we leveled. We'll put this point into cunning. Give me some more hit points. I always like maxing my skills. I know it's probably not the most efficient thing to do. There's probably all sorts of guides online, like this is how you build this guy. Put this many points here, and etc. And those are awesome if you really want to be efficient with your characters. But I like just maxing a few skills out.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Can't do that yet.
You got some awesome music here. We had some. Oh. Yeah, you go get him, lightning bolt. Sorry, not lightning bolt. Oh, that's handy.
That skill's not ready.
My Wind Devils set off the stun traps. So the warden here.
With you, I will crush your friends at Devil's Crossing. You are strong. Now I will demonstrate my true power.
Can't
He
do
can
that
drop this sigil on the ground. Oh, it's gonna hurt. And if you run over that sigil, you take a little bit of ether damage, but more importantly, you're stunned. You do not want to be stunned against him. Wow, he's almost dead.
That skill's not ready.
Awesome. All done. He drops the boots we were using just a few seconds ago, I think. Or is this a different pair? Oh, this is a different pair. 20% movement speed. If we're ever struck, we lose movement speed. No, I'm going to keep my current boots rather than take the new ones. We don't do any poison damage. Cold, frostburn, energy. We'll definitely use that instead. I'll have to come back for the chest, because I have too much stuff. So we have some books to read, so we might as well read them as well. Let's first...
Come see what's left of my wares.
You know what, I'm just gonna vendor that. Actually, no. I will hold on to that. So, we'll just vendor all this stuff, then we'll read a few texts here. We'll go down there, see what other equipment he dropped.
Iron well spent.
And call the session. So let's see, what do we got? We got a missive to Warden Krieg. Warden Krieg, excuse this crude form of communication. I am far to the north, and it seems my thoughts are unable to reach you. In all future material correspondence, we will use our host names in common human language forms. I write looking for clarification of recent perplexing reports of your conduct. Is it true that you have been incarcerating and tormenting humans? What is the purpose for this? It would seem that your host's prediculations are affecting your own behavior. You must bring this under your control and cease this superfluous activity. Your role is to facilitate our laboratories with the collection of corpses. Limit yourself to the parameters of this task, or you will be recalled. We killed Zanbrandt earlier. He was with, I think... Oh, he was standing alone just outside Warden Krieg's office, another giant reanimator. My colleague, Gathran, took his life today. That short-sighted fool. He could never see the big picture, and this project was no different. Gathran could not fathom the glorious vision of the Ethereals and the role we will play as early human collaborators. This isn't about personal gain. We will elevate humanity. Certainly there has been a cost in lives, but progress always has a price. So what of the dirty masses who will perish in the glorious dawn when the Ethereals reveal themselves to the world? To the Ethereals, we are like some base primitive creature, as the Slith are to us. Those of us who will serve, or better yet, bond with an Ethereal, shall forge a new human future. Gildum Arcanium, page 2. To reinforce the ingenuity of arcanists, both living and dead, we turn to the works of Master Maven, a prolific arcanist from the Third Age of our glorious empire. Master Maven was able to bend the inherently destructive flows of the ether to her will in order to manifest a protective barrier around herself. This technique is a stellar example of how the Gildum Arcanium continually strives to break our preconceptions of the ether, creating entirely new schools of thought within the arcane arts. Let's go back and get that chest. We didn't get any tainted brain matter. Some I think might drop from this chest our first try. Yes. Not guaranteed though. Brain matter is used in some very high-level crafting stuff. It's also, in my opinion, the hardest of the materials to acquire. Okay, everyone. So that will do it. When we come back, we will talk to Mr. Bourbon. We'll figure out what our next objective is, which will be to start Act 2. And we will then do Act 2 together. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then. Take care.